Just for clarity, whole club selling.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. No shortage of work for him last week, and even 170 yards rushing. It's the Eagles and the Bucs on Monday Night Prime Time.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Buying time to his left. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's got room. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
Mayfield on first down. And a dump off to White. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On second down, they'll run with White. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll get it inside the 35. The numbers for White a week ago. 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
At long last, the Eagles have found their new marquee #1 receiver. They dealt for Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 will set a new franchise record for yards, 4th best in the league. He gets him a first down there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 28. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that'll be caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mayfield looks to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now here's a throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Adam Thielen, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Saquon Barkley, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going with White here, toss left. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Ward. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go up the middle with White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Ward to return. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
The gain of 19 and picking up the first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, and they go with Swift again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 9. Swift going to try up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Arnold. Touchdown! Dan Arnold, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,